My name's Emil. I'm a digital strategist and I answer marketing questions. Today's question is about taking two existing, thriving brick and mortar stores and moving them online for the first time. I've helped a handful of clients over the years take existing businesses of all levels that have never had any online success or even presence and find it for them. And I ran into some serious brick walls. So here's what I wish I knew before moving businesses online that were never there before. The question comes from Reddit and it's from Donnie Darkin. Here's the question. Migrating to digital and need some advice. Hi guys. I have a clothing store and my dad has an accounting office and we are thinking about investing in social media, website, and advertising. Absolutely critical. I'm so glad to hear you are. I need some help to know what challenges I will face migrating my small business to the digital world. We would like to be prepared for some of the challenges we will face along the way. I love that you're asking this question and here's the advice I have. In this quick video, I'm going to focus on stacking wins and why it's so important to do so, the frameworks which you and your father should be viewing your respective websites, and how those frameworks will help you answer even the toughest technical question, and 3 real-world tips on going digital that I really wish I had in my back pocket that I'm giving to you. Every Sunday, I send out one email that recaps all the marketing questions I answered that week. If you want to stay up to date on best practices, strategies, and become an overall stronger marketer, I think you would really enjoy this recap. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to the newsletter and my YouTube channel. Now, back to the answer. The very first piece of advice I have is one win at a time. There's so much work because you're basically restructuring an entire business that has huge success offline to online, or 2 businesses in your case. So I would first one win at a time. That's one website at a time, one marketing platform at a time, one anything at a time. Learn the ins and outs of it all. You don't want to go whole bore on something because there's so many variables on every platform and every service and every task that you want to have a win, understand it, and then move on to the next one. Number 2, think about your website as a tool, not as a digital business card, but as a tool that gets leads, helps customers self-service, people can purchase things. When you're addressing what the needs of your website or websites are going to be, always look at it as a reference of a tool. How does this website achieve a business goal for me? Does each page have a specific business goal that it's achieving? Does each page or each section of the page help a user navigate my business easier? Here are the 3 main tips that I convey to every client that has hired me to go from traditional to digital. Number 1, nothing works the first time. Really, if you run an ad, a new campaign, a new lead system, it all fails when you first go out because there's so many variables that when you start, even with the best laid plans, they will fall apart somewhere. You're going to lose some money somewhere along that way. It may not work at all, it may semi-work, or it may work really, really well for just a short period of time. So always prepare to that nothing's going to go the way you envision it the first time. Number 2, data trumps all, and you're going into this without any existing data. That's why the above is so likely to fail so many times for you. You have no base models to work off of, just the input of people who may or may not have helped other companies in your position along the way. So your goal when you are establishing your website, your ad campaigns, your marketing efforts, you're always trying to get as much data with your ad buy or with your website that you can, not just the leads or the sales, because data is going to inform every decision thereafter. Cheap is expensive. This is the overwhelming best piece of advice I can give you. Vet everybody that you speak to and put them through the ringer if you have to. If you're hiring them to design your webpage, set you up for marketing campaigns, you want people who solve problems, not create them. And if something seems too good to be true, it definitely is. If your website costs $500, it won't work. If your marketing team advises you that $500 to $1,000 worth of ad budget a month is going to create all this new revenue for you, it really will not. All things that are cheap end up being really expensive and discouraging to most people. And it's hard, and I totally get it. Like, where do I spend my money? How do I know I'm buying the right service, the right product? You have to become your own advocate every step of the way. And what I would do is itemize all the things that have to be done and segment them into groups. Like, for instance, you're going to have to build websites for yourself. I would start with the easier website, which is a service business website for the accounting side. And I would say, here is a website for accounting. Go and look at websites that you like, websites that you don't like, and then keeping that framework of most people get this wrong using a website as a tool or an employee that works 24/7 for you. You want to isolate all the questions that you're going to ask somebody. So, how much does it cost to build a website? What platform should I be using? How does it integrate into things? Start asking these questions and do your own research. Start building your own knowledge base around it. So when you do have discussions with somebody, what you're doing is you're filling the gaps. And I would say interview lots and lots of people at lots of price ranges and ask the same questions and develop new questions along that process. Give yourself time, because again, there's so many variables, so many nuances, and you don't have any existing data. You need to fill those gaps in yourself and understand what you don't truly know. And finally, find a reliable sounding board. I've had clients hire me just to help them overcome certain uncertainties. Find somebody that you trust that has done it before, that maybe is a family friend, and pay them to help you along the lines to shortcut some of your learning curves. Any way you can get around having somebody lead you through the dark while keeping you in the dark is critical to these efforts. I truly hope this has helped. Again, I answer marketing questions every day. It sounds like you may have a lot. If you have them, you can ask me direct. I'm happy to answer if I've got the right answer for you. As always, please subscribe if you can. Enjoy, good luck, and happy marketing.